Well, good morning, everybody. Woo, this year has flown by, hasn't it? Well, it's good to see you today, and I'm excited to be looking at this text with you. 1 Samuel chapter 4, verse 18. Today is December 30th, 2024. Let's dig into what the text says. It says, as soon as he mentioned the Ark of the Covenant, Eli fell over backward from his seat by the side of the gate, and his neck was broken, and he died. For the man was old and heavy. He had judged Israel 40 years. Okay, so the news of the ark's capture sends Eli into an irreversible state of shock. His response, falling backward from his seat, was not merely a physical reaction to the overwhelming grief, but also a sign of how deeply the loss of God's presence affected him. You see, the ark represented the very heart of God's covenant with Israel, and its loss symbolized more than just a military defeat. It marked the apparent withdrawal of God's favor. And Eli's physical collapse and his subsequent death signify his spiritual blindness, his failure to confront the sin in his family, and his inability to prevent Israel's spiritual decline had led to this irreversible end. And the loss of both of his sons and the ark overwhelms him, and in his death, we see the culmination of the judgment against his household. I mean, it is significant that the text highlights Eli's physical state. It says he's old and heavy, a reference not only to his age, but also to the weight of his own complacency in the face of spiritual decay. You see, for years, Eli had been the judge and the high priest over Israel, but his failure to lead faithfully and to address sin in his household had significant consequences. And his physical condition, weighed down by years of neglecting to discipline his sons and leading the people to repentance, well, that parallels his spiritual condition. You see, his death serves as a sober reminder of the cost of spiritual neglect and the importance of guarding both our hearts and our leadership roles. You see, Eli's tragic end invites us to reflect on the weight of our own spiritual responsibility. You see, just as Eli had the responsibility to lead Israel well, we too are given responsibility in our families, in our churches, in our communities to faithfully follow God and to lead others to Him. Now, this does not mean perfection, but it does mean acknowledging our failures and repenting and seeking to live in a way that honors God. You see, the gravity of Eli's downfall shows us that neglecting this responsibility can have profound and lasting effects. And we must not allow the weight of complacency to rob us of the joy and the blessing that comes with walking closely with God. So this morning, let me ask you, are you aware of the spiritual weight in your life? You see, Eli's story serves as a warning to examine our own walk with God, especially in the areas where we might be neglecting our responsibility to lead or to address sin. So today, take some time to address sin. Today, take the time to reflect on your own spiritual condition and leadership. Is there any area where God is calling you to be more faithful and to address sin, or to lead others with greater diligence? Ask God to reveal areas of complacency in your life and take steps to address them, relying on His strength to help you walk in obedience and in faithfulness. I hope you have a blessed day today. Hey, don't forget, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, take a moment and do that. Like this video perhaps, or share it. I'd certainly appreciate it. But God bless you. Take care. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye-bye.